you're doing a lot of cases with survivors. A lot of ones of sex trafficking. You're doing cases for rideshare responsibility. You're on the War Council to hold rideshare responsibility accountable. Can you just give us all just a sense of what's going on and why, and what's like, if we peel back the layers of the onion, what's happening?
For sure. So basically, if you really want to go back to the origin story, Uber is establishing themselves as the new 800-pound gorilla of politics. And they realized that they couldn't always beat us legislatively. And they're not tech and they're not labor. And they want to forge this new unholy alliance that they have become. And so they figured who better to go after than the trial lawyers? And who better to go after than the people that we represent? And let's just deny access to justice to regular people as best we can, because we want everyone to ignore the fact that we've got this big sex assault problem, right? And so, best defense is a good offense. And so don't pay attention to all of our dirty secrets. Let's make this about a new boogeyman being lawyers and doctors. And that fundamentally is what this is about. They've tried it in other states. And win, lose, or draw, they want to try to use this as leverage in other states, because not if we win, but when we win this fight in California, they will turn around to Kentucky and Illinois and parts all over and say, well, yeah, they may have won in California, but those are crazy-ass liberal California. And they're going to try to extract their pound of flesh from consumers across this country, getting immunity statutes, because tying it back to Tesla and robo-taxi, the long play here, they don't give a shit about the drivers. They don't care about labor. Their whole business model is based upon eradication of human beings, right? And so whatever they need to get there, whatever is the means to justify the ends, they will do. And this is a step in that process. This is a large multi-billion-dollar, soon-to-be transnational corporation, or is transnational corporation, that just decides it's going to throw its weight around. But unfortunately for them, they picked the wrong fight in the wrong place with the wrong people.
You said this once on a podcast I listened to, where the hotels and motels that are taking money for sex trafficking are setting the stage for the perpetrators. Do you feel like it's the same thing that Uber is doing to allow this to happen?
1,000%, right? Every one there are no doubt that in all these assault cases, there are bad actors, but every actor needs a stage, right? And, I had a guy drive me up here today because I had a bunch of work to do. And he has a private, chauffeur's license. He's regulated, by the PUC. He has to have a real background check. That is constantly evolving, right? We know from the evidence that's coming out in the trial that's happening right now as we sit here and speak, that they had the opportunity to do an exhaustive multi-7-year, 10-year background check, and they're like, nah, we'll go with the light version. They made choices. They knew exactly what they were doing. And it's the answer's money. What's the question? It's that fundamental. I hate to be so crude and jaded, but that's how crude and jaded they are.
Yeah, Uber will stop at nothing for profits. That's all they care about.
That's all they care about.
Have you seen, they actually have a show, a documentary type show that they're doing on them, and it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing one of the CEO that had been let go, but even within the company, a lot of sex abuse. It was crazy, the culture that they had.
It was called Super Pumped. I watched
Super
that.
Pumped. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It rots from the head down.
I'm Bob Simon. Thanks for watching Bourbon of Proof. Click to subscribe.